Hey folks, Binary Guy from bostrategies.com. This video is to introduce you to binary options, the different types of trades, and how to get started. What are binary options? In short, binary options are short-term investments in which you predict where the market price will be at a predetermined time, known as the expiry. They differ from the traditional stock market because instead of buying a share and holding on to it until it raises in value, you are placing a set investment price with a known expiry time and return on investment percentage. Basically, you are analyzing a chart and making predictions of where an asset will be in the near future. As you know, the way the stock market works, you buy low, sell high. That's how you make money in the stock market. With binary options, no matter what the market conditions are, you can still make money. If you think it's going to go lower, if you think it's going to go higher, or if you think it's going to stay right in range to the predetermined time, they have different types of trades to accomplish the prediction that you think is going to happen. Also, the benefit of binary options over stock market is there's no stop losses, there's nothing like that. You are going into the trade knowing exactly what you're wagering and exactly what you're going to get out, whether it's in the money or out of the money. You know exactly what percentage you're dealing with and exactly when it's going to expire. There's no guessing, there's no hoping. It's plain and simple. There's no gray area. It's black and white. The different types of binary options are high-low, one-touch, boundary, 60 seconds, and option build. A high-low is the easiest to understand and explain. It's also probably the most common when you think of binary options. Basically, do you think the asset will be above or below the current market price at expiry? In this screenshot, this is a screenshot of Bank to Binaries platform. This is 24 Options platform. This is your expiry time. This is your market price. Do you think the market price will be higher or lower than it currently is at the time of expiry? Simple as that. One touches are a little more complicated. You have two different types of touches. You have a touch up and a touch down. Within each touch, you have the option of touch or no touch. With the touch up, there's going to be a line here that indicates what you think. That's going to be your target price. If you think that the market will touch this target price, and once you select it, it does not move. The market will move up and down, but your target price will stay the same. If you think that the market will touch this before expiry, you would select touch, make your wager, and buy. If you think that it will not touch the line before expiry, you would select no touch. Same goes for touch down. Here is the line. This is your target price. Once you enter a trade, this line does not move. The market will move up and down, but this line will not move. The target price will not change once you enter the trade. Same goes for it. If you think it will touch down to that line, you select touch. If you think it will not touch that line before it expires, you would select no touch. One thing to keep in mind with the one touches that differ from the others, if it touches that target price, whether you select touch and it touches, or touch and it doesn't, a no touch and it touches, the trade ends right there and then. It does not go to expiry. Unlike the other ones, which only matter where the market is at expiry, this is at any point before expiry. So if it touches or doesn't touch, whichever you selected it, if it meets that target price, the market ends, or the trade ends right then and there. Just something to keep in mind. Boundary trades. These are relatively easy, very easy to understand. Boundary trades, or range trades as some call them, will the market be in or out of the lines at expiry? If you think that they will be in the lines, which indicate this gray area, you would select in, make your trade, buy. If you think they'll be out of the lines, which are indicated by the gray area, then you would select out. And at expiry, that's all that matters, where the market will be at expiry. 60-second trades are a little more difficult to predict. Being that the market moves so fast and you're working with thousandths of a penny in some cases, one movement up or down changes everything. That's going to make a difference of in the money or out of the money. Being that the market moves so fast, it's very hard to predict where it's going to be in 60 seconds. Some people think this is very difficult to trade. You got to have a good strategy behind what you're doing before you enter these. Everyone's a little different though. Basically, the way it works, you pick your asset, pick the amount you're trading, think it's going to go up or down, and you trade. In 60 seconds, and it has a little countdown right here, that is what matters, where the market is. And this, I selected the market would go up in 60 seconds. As you can see, I have 16 seconds left. My trade is in the money because it's green, but it could go straight down to the 1 second. And if it turns red, if it goes out of the money, the whole trade is out of the money. So it can be green the entire time, 59 seconds. At that last second, it goes out of the money. The trade is an out of the money trade. Option Builder. Not every platform offers this. However, Bank to Binary is one that does. Basically, this gives you a lot more freedom to make your own trades how you want them. Design your own trade option by choosing the asset, expiry time, and you get to choose your risk management, how much percentage you want, how much is safeguarded, which means if the trade is out of the money, you only lose X amount. You get to decide that for yourself, which makes this very enticing to some people. However, most platforms have a minimum of $100 trades, $100 per trade. So, if you're just starting out, not probably something you're too interested in because of the high amount that you have to trade with. However, a lot of people do like it because it gives you a lot more freedom to design your own trade. Two brokers that I highly recommend are Bank to Binary and 24 Option. They are hands down the most reliable brokers out there. They are legitimate business folks who are willing to work with you and very honest. TradeBDB.com is where you find Bank to Binary. They have a $500 initial deposit and they have $1 trades. That's right, you can trade with as little as $1 per trade. That $500 initial deposit is just your initial deposit. Subsequent deposits can be as much or as little as you want. You do not have to deposit $500 every time. Same goes to 24 Options, $200 deposit. That's just for your initial deposit, and they offer $24 trades. And they can be found at trade24option.com. Something I'd like to point out is with these brokers, just because you're depositing money, the money is still yours. You do not have to use it. You can always withdraw it at any time. The money, just because you deposit it, the money remains yours at any time. You can deposit it, not spend a penny, and withdraw it. Okay, so I don't want people to think that they're just investing this and they're out that $500 or $200. It is always yours. You can withdraw it at any time. That is just in the account to trade with. If you're new, you don't know where to start, you don't have a strategy yet, check out bosignals.com. These folks are professional traders. They do this day in and day out for a living. They give you signals live via video conference. That means that they sit there with you live and they tell you where and when to place a trade. They tell you what to trade, when to trade it, go up, down, whichever type of trade they're making. They take all the guesswork out of it. Now, they don't tell you the strategy and the method behind their trading, but they tell you where and when to do it. They take any thought that you have out of it. They make it very easy to start out, to grow your account, and get to where you can play around and test different strategies for yourself. That's it. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. This is Binary Guy, thanking you for your time, and happy trading.